Welcome to a different type of video. One in which me and Red actually covers what happened before me and Red was me and Red. Quinten Harding's life. Of note, this video isn't for the light of heart. Because I've had a life that technically I should have died several times before in the past. But let's begin from my very first memory, which is a memory that I rightfully shouldn't have. I shouldn't have developed memories all the way back then, but I did. Let me bring you back to a pre-birth me and Red for the Yahoo.com. Yes, I have a memory of before I breathed oxygen for the first time. Yeah, I have a memory from before I was born. I recall at the very earliest, sometime before I was born, I was trying to escape some kind of cavern, which happened to be inside my mom. I actually have a memory of that. I was crawling all over in there. I just felt like I had to escape somehow. And now fast forwarding at least to when I was, I think, 3 years old. By what my mom told me, literally the other day, should have had a broken neck that one day, in which I fell off from the top bunk and the back of my head was here, right in between my shoulder blades. I apparently fell face first. I'm not sure when that event actually happened, nor the next event I'm gonna talk about. Back when I was very young, playing at a park, I literally tried to run across the street into water. Possibly wanting to swim before I even knew how to swim. I should have drowned that day. But something stopped me from running further. I don't know what it was to this day. My best thought is some angel came down and grabbed me to stop me from taking that fatal plunge of that day. And I don't remember much more all the way up to grade school. Summarizing the grade school pretty much. I initially was in Judge Haynes Elementary for half of kindergarten. The other half, they realized I shouldn't be in Judge Haynes. Even though I lived in Portland at the time. They transferred me over to Redkey, and I stayed there up to third grade. In which case, I transferred to Judge Haynes again. Back when there was a program for people with health problems. And I still, to this date, would like Judge Haynes to be torn down. Because even though my first year of third grade seemed real good and real fun, I was held back for this much of a reason. None. No, seriously. I was held back for no reason whatsoever. In third grade. And I was transferred back to Redkey Elementary after that. But midway through third grade, my first year, I actually lost a family member I was close to, my great grandma. I miss her. She was so helpful. But skipping back all the way back to when I was still considered a baby. Quite frankly, back then, I was still a gamer. One of my first gaming memories of all time was actually playing my PlayStation 1 like this. Yes, I played a PlayStation 1 as a baby. May have been a toddler, not certain. But I know I was prior to 3 years old at the time. I've been a gamer pretty much my whole life. And back then, I danced a lot. Now, back to when I was a kid, starting kindergarten. I was still dancing and happy, having fun all the time, playing games. Now back to second grade. Sometime between then and that day, I stopped dancing. Now, back to the end of third grade, my first year. I felt like I would go up to fourth grade the next year. I was above average on I-step, which was the only testing method back then. But I was held back for no reason. I even had a B honor roll at the time. Was still held back. So I was transferred to Red Key Elementary. Again, let's go back to my second half of kindergarten. I met my favorite teacher in grade school. I believe that year. It was Miss Olmsted. I really loved her field trips. So lovely. I even got to walk around Red Key a lot. I got to know the place like the back of my hand, which is an arbitrary saying, because who really knows the back of their hand? Get what I'm saying? Who could actually trace the back of their hand and draw every single line on it? I doubt any of you could. I'm not questioning your skill as an artist. Oh no, I'm not. It's just so tough getting every single line in your hand. It's tough. Actually impossible with a pencil, because quite frankly, look at this here tip. Not so big, huh? But compared to the back of your hand, where fine detail is needed, see this small little line? I doubt you can. It's that fine. That a pencil won't cut it. At that time, I kinda knew Red Key more than my hometown, which still was Portland, Indiana. Now, back to after summer vacation, after third grade, the first year. I was upset to find out during summer vacation that I was gonna be held back. My mom told me. And to a degree, I wish Miss Olmsted didn't step in, because we would have won any court case at the time. But also, after that summer vacation, I lost my favorite dog, Charlie Whirly. He ran away, or so I was told. I kind of have doubts he ran. I think he may have died. And also, by my memory, my first year of third grade, my mom and dad divorced. It was hard on me. So hard, I cried a lot. But then when my tears dried up, I couldn't cry anymore. But now we're up to 5th grade. My second year of third grade. I transferred to Radke, thankfully. And then went to 4th grade as normal. Still in Radke and Miss Olmsted's class. But when it came around to time to start 5th grade, I transferred to General Saints, which I really like the fact my teacher for 5th grade actually taught me about skits. What's a skit, you ask? Well, here's a short cut-in of a skit. What? What is that? Why are you here? You forgot. I was invited here. So I'll stop you from taking over the world, meandred. Let's see if you can do that, Spider-Man. When I use the pencil of power on you. Not the pencil of power. It's my only weakness. Oh. The savior of humanity is meandred. Yes, that was a skit played by me, and me. Serious. I was wearing this Spider-Man mask. It's just something I like to wear sometimes. That's a skit. Something I learned how to do in 5th grade. Which, if you can't remember, I've actually done a few on my channel. All of them are normally pre-planned. This time, I improvised a lot. And now over to, I think it was 6th grade when that happened. 6th grade, I started middle school. And I had to take gym class. I'm not gonna lie, middle school gym class literally killed me a lot. In 6th grade gym class, can you see the shoulder blades popped out? I popped out my left shoulder blade. Never got it fixed because, quite frankly, it allows me more stuff than it keeps me from doing. One example is, move away from the camera so you can see this. Before it, I couldn't grab my hands behind my shoulder blades. And now on to 7th grade gym class. Boy, was it still painful. Let me show you as much as I can without killing me about what happened. Yes, you're on the floor to see my left foot. While running, I stepped on my foot like this. Yes, it hurt a lot. And 8th grade went on pretty much uneventful to my memory. Then came 9th. It went by, except for one thing that happened at home. Please tell me you won't repeat what I do in this, what I tell you I did in this episode. It actually hurt a ton. I stomped on a thumbtack. Like this. Where did it penetrate my foot? Well, good question. It penetrated about here. I felt no need to go to the hospital. Thus I pulled it out carefully. Very darn carefully, in fact. And then came 10th grade. It came and went. But in 9th grade, I actually had a gym class I think I adored. Or was it 10th grade in which I met her gym class? Not sure which. Whichever it is, I kinda hope she watches this video someday. And her name, as far as I'm concerned, is Miss Summers. I loved her gym class. Boy, it was fun. But I didn't care too much for the push-ups, sit-ups, and jumping jacks. and wall push-ups. Here is what I did every day in gym class for push-ups. That. When I know you're exposed to do something akin to this. And I actually learned how to do actual sit-ups. That. And I also learned how to do actual jumping jacks. I may want to push you even further back so you can see me. All the way back there. And to move this controller, I'm only gonna do one jumping jack. It wasn't until 11th grade during Latin class I wound up missing class a lot. Thanks to finally suffering from acute appendicitis. Yeah, I don't have an appendix anymore. I'm missing an appendix because I had it removed via exploratory surgery because no doctors were able to diagnose me correctly. I kept missing the second half of my classes in 11th grade. Then came 12th grade. It went by rather smoothly. All through middle school, or as some of you may call it junior high, I went to I think East J Middle School. Hold on, I have to try to see if I can find something. Back in 8th grade, when I neared the point I'd graduate, my aide at the time, such a sweet gal, she told me where she was born from. Brazil. I think Brazil anyway. It's been such a while. But she gave me my first metallic Crayola crown. Which I think this is the exact same one. Blast off bronze. Where is the label at? My favorite metallic Crayola crown. And in art class during middle school, I got this lovely piece of technology. Why do I refer it to a lovely piece of technology? Well, it's a shading tool. Real good when you're a sketch artist, such as myself. Because I sketch what I'm drawing first. Then I may leave it as a sketch or color it in with a crown. I even developed my own art style, texture art, which is when you take a texture such as this, put paper on it, and color it randomly over the texture. It's such a good technique for managing more unique art pieces. And you actually get to keep the texture on the paper because crowns are real good at getting in the little grooves of stuff. Now, back to 12th grade, where I graduated from high school and got. After some searching, I found the 3 pieces of paper I got for graduating from J County High School. First, my Honor Society reward. For being in. Wait, this was my middle school. So this was Junior National Honor Society. I'm not sure where my high school one went. But I think for getting the second to highest accomplishment in J County High School, I got this award. And for graduating, I got this award. Real good, I'd say. And then, wait, back in 5th grade, to my memory, I first met my current girlfriend, who loved me back for who I was back then. And feelings didn't change as we grew. And literally, late last year, I finally told her the big words, "Will you be my girlfriend?" And she said yes, without thinking about it. Oh, that was lovely. And she was partially behind my only TikTok upload currently, which has the Vocaloid song Miku in it. But towards the end of the summer vacation after high school, I started this channel, which was a year-long summer vacation. And that's when Meandred was born, bringing us all the way to today. Because I've pretty much been untransparent about what's been going on in my life since that day. Because things that have went on in my life could actually affect my videos. Overall, to me, this is where I belong on YouTube. So, all I have to say now is remember to like, comment, and subscribe. But most of all, as always, keep it joyful! And to see every single upload to this channel, after you subscribe, click the notification bell. Here's the subscribe button, here's the notification bell. Really close, I'd have to say. Because if you sub, I'll subscribe to you and ring the notification bell for your channel. So every now and then I may comment on your videos.